Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Endless Growth Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back. Episode 155 today.
155.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, bro?
Doing great, bro. Good week. Feeling a little bit more, up. I feel like sometimes I start the pod and gotta psych myself out, right? Where I'm like, yo, gotta be positive. Gotta get in the right mindset. Gotta talk about some positivity, some growth. But sometimes, I gotta psych myself. But today, I don't really feel like I gotta psych myself. So,
That's great to hear, man.
you
We're
know,
off to a good start.
yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. What
Bro,
about you, bro? How's everything?
That's great, bro. Everything's been good. Running smoothly still. So, chaotic. I did pull a crazy
Shit, tell us about
crazy shift this weekend, man.
Tell us
Longest
about
one on
it.
the record.
What the hell? This is
Yeah.
insane, actually. Okay, what happened, man?
It's yeah, man. Just had a project and just took way longer. Well, we had to do a lot of changes to it.
Are you able to say what kind of project it was? Like, was it a wrap?
Yeah, it
or
was a
was
wrap. It was a truck
Okay,
wrap. I
okay,
think you might have seen the truck here last week.
okay. I know what you're talking about. So you basically were trying to finish this truck. Had a limited time. When were you supposed to have it done by?
I got it done in time. That's the reason I.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah.
When were you supposed to have it done though, or like when did you deliver it?
Sunday.
So you basically, I think, if I'm not mistaken, last Thursday, yeah, you said that you were gonna have to pull an all-nighter on Friday. That's what you told me, at least.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, basically. So what happened with that truck? It was it went from just being like, hey, let's just wrap this like a commercial wrap, just like a basic, don't take nothing off, to like me being, nah, I can't put my work out there like that.
Oh
So I
shit!
went through and actually took it all down. So it's something that takes 2 weeks. I did it in a matter of like 3 days, I guess you would say.
Damn, bro.
Because typically I take 2 weeks to wrap a car, not working on it full time, but working like on tints and other stuff.
Yeah.
And then this one, I mean, now with my new kind of schedule, I was busy throughout the week. I think I worked on it like Monday, Tuesday on the nights, and then just basically
Whenever you could
did
fill
the rest
in.
of it on Friday, Saturday into Sunday. But yeah, dude, it was a long way. I wouldn't consider it like a full shift, you would say, because I did go home and nap probably for like maybe 3 hours in between. But in total, it was like 40 hours.
In a span of like straight almost.
So woke up, yeah,
That's fucking crazy, bro.
worked all night Friday. Is that how it goes? Is that how it would be? Or was it Saturday? I think it's beginning of Saturday, yes. So Saturday, woke up 9, came to work, worked that whole day, went home, probably napped for, a couple hours, and then came back and then worked throughout the whole night. Went home, showered, changed, ate breakfast in the morning, came back to work.
So you didn't go sleep when you went back?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Just shower, change, and then worked the whole rest of the night.
My boy really said, fuck finishing this shit. I'm gonna go shower and change and then come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's how I went, man. I went home basically Sunday night at like, maybe what was it, 11-ish, 10-ish? I think it was like, yeah.
Damn.
And
What time they get picked up? Like around there?
well, it got done, and then he added more stuff. He's like, hey, can we do a ceramic coating too? And I'm like, yeah, but I have to be like next week, like Tuesday, something like that. So he ended up picking it up Wednesday, because then Tuesday night, I had some stuff for Monday. And then, so I just kind of just sat here done. And then we added the coating on Tuesday and some decals. And yeah, he picked it up, I think, Wednesday morning. I wasn't here, so, but
That's actually insane.
it got delivered. But yeah, my job was done on time, I guess, when I needed to. That's my always goal, is just to finish like when I tell the customers, because I know they got shit to do, just like how I have shit to do. I would expect something to get done for me at that time, especially I'm being busy and stuff.
Yeah.
You work around stuff like that, so got to deliver the same, bro. But yeah, I mean, of course, the whole time not working either. And that's the thing, nowadays we have freaking distractions, or phone, on the computer. I have so much shit going in my head, like, oh, I got to order this, I got to order that. Wait, next week are we doing this? Maybe I need to start looking into buying this trip or ticket or something like that. I need to get distracted, and so maybe like my whole work day, I'm not really just grinding the whole time. And that's the whole reason why I like doing what I do, because if I was grinding the whole time, I'd be pretty miserable. So
okay.
but yeah, man, that was kind of this weekend. And then, I mean, throughout, I watched the F1 race. I watched partially of the fight I was telling you. And yeah, man.
Had a good little weekend.
Yeah, not bad. Just chill. I'm
That's
totally
insane,
in customer.
dude.
He came on for Saturday. He was hanging out here with us for a while.
Yeah.
I had the boy Edness here, my first employee. He was hanging out for majority of the day on Saturday here while I was doing some appointments in the morning. Because I had other stuff too. I wasn't just working on that truck the whole time. And yeah, we're just chilling. I'm like, I'll be watching the night. I'll be here pretty late. Be watching the fight and the race because the race was pretty late, anyways, too. And yeah, sure enough, stayed busy watching some listening to podcasts, slash watching, and just finding stuff to entertain myself, car reviews,
Yeah, whatever
stuff like
comes
that.
on.
Yeah.
Damn, all right, bro.
But yeah, man, you have a good weekend.
Yeah.
Did you
Not as good as yours,
get some
but you
sleep?
know what I'm saying. I'm trying to remember. So I think it was on Saturday towards the night. Well, actually, I think it was on Saturday day, like the actual day. I met up with the boy Gio. He helped me out, build, just basically improve my like LinkedIn game. We just kind of met up to chop it up, but he did help me out for like a few hours.
Nice.
Then we're gonna go eat like some roosters. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that likes ravioli, go check out the ravioli roosters. Gas as fuck.
Yes, you put me on that.
Yeah, I had enchiladas just because I went to roosters like in January, so like just to mix it up. But next time I go for sure ravioli again.
Enchiladas?
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, they're like white people enchiladas, but I don't. If they gas, I don't discriminate. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it was a good time. Came home, and then my sister was actually on a cruise last week, and it was her man's birthday.
Oh, it's already been a year.
Damn, that's true. That's true.
Put two and two together.
You were over there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts. So yeah, it was just really quick because they were celebrating on a cruise the whole time. So this was just kind of like last minute, sort of like, oh, just wanted to throw something just for like his friends, see if he wanted to come. Just here, like in Ogden, bro. At the I don't know how to pronounce it, brother.
Alleged.
It was the X. It's like a Hispanic sort of vibe.
Jalisco.
Is that how you pronounce that shit?
Yeah.
Okay, pretty cool vibe in there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
They have like this. I feel like it kind of made it like the Instagram flashing would attract people. So when it's someone's birthday, they make it seem like it's bottle service, bro. They turn off the lights. They bang like some 50 Cent, like the birthday shit on the counter. I don't know what the fuck kind of shit this is. I'm just gonna call it gunpowder, but it's not gunpowder. It's some shit that's flammable. But basically, they put it on the counter, turn off all the lights. They turn that shit on, and then there's a fucking fire on like the bar, bro. And it's like dark. It looks like some
medieval shit.
Yeah, I don't know. You walk up in hell or some shit, right? But yeah, dude, their tacos are actually pretty fucking bomb, bro. Like how you go get tacos and some of the meat is like fucking shit and it's like mixed with the fat. It's like the lowest grade meat. Like their tacos were, I think maybe like for the asada $5.
They're pretty big, huh?
They're like regular shit, I ain't gonna lie. But you 4 and I'm full though. So take that however you want to take it. But it was pretty good. Good atmosphere. But overall it was good. Good drinks and shit. So just
Yeah, I haven't been there myself. My girl went there though. Her and her friend had a little girls' night out, and she said she really liked I think it was like some kind of like mango margarita or like slushy kind of thing.
Yeah.
She really enjoyed it, but
okay. Yeah.
I've seen like it seems like the vibe's kind of there, that place. I haven't been there myself, so can't say much.
Yeah, it's all right. Honestly, it's not like going to the club or no. It's like going to just a nice restaurant with like just good vibes, I guess. We waited there for a minute just because it was like a pretty decent amount of group of us. So we just waited for a little bit, got seated, and started all that.
Nice.
But it was good times, bro. That's kind of what I did. On Sunday, it was more kind of getting back into the groove, hitting the gym. Spent 2 hours implementing some changes that the boy Gio let me know about the day before. I actually ended up hiring someone on Fiverr. So basically like a resume sort of one-pager sort of person. Like I already had my resume done, but Gio was telling me that usually it's good to have just a one-page resume where it's the relevant experience, the skills and shit. Because I had shit in there like machining and shit. It's like, bro, like if I'm trying to get a fucking sales job, it's like why is like I just took all that shit out, so I have no factory experience on my resume now. It's just straight up the sales shit, like the real estate shit. Man. Yeah, so yeah, bro, just trying to improve in something like that. But
that's good, bro.
I had a good week.
Preparing for something bigger in the future. Sounds like.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Always got to be looking out for opportunities, but
of course,
I feel like that's a lesson that I always have to remind myself. It's like sometimes you might feel stuck in life and you're like, fuck, dude. But sometimes it just takes like you doing something and like getting closer to maybe an actionable step. And yeah, you just feel better about it. So, my friend, gave me some good advice, updated what I had to, and then basically what I'm saying is you get the ball rolling. When the ball's rolling, shit's not that bad because it doesn't feel like you're stuck.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you're not doing shit, it's kind of like, oh fuck, like you almost feel kind of stuck.
Stuck in the mud.
Yeah. So maybe that's why I've been feeling a little more, you know, stuck in the mud. But now I feel like it's like I have the ball in my court. It's up to me. It's just sort of something I had to remind myself. It's like, oh yeah, like,
Yeah.
bro, it's the fuck, like it's you, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, for the most part, we always have the ball in our court, right? But sometimes we kind of see ourselves like we don't.
It doesn't
We
feel
always
like
got to
the
open up our eyes, and not even our eyes, but sometimes you got to be in the right spot in your life too, you know? Other things might not be aligned in your life at the time, just stuff going on at home or other things in life. But yeah, dude, I'm excited for you. Hopefully,
thanks, dude.
whatever comes in the future for you with all this. And
I'll keep y'all updated.
yes, sir.
But yeah, man, always trying to chase that next opportunity, or whatever.
Got to, man.
So
You got to keep yourself accountable, for
exactly, bro.
we give ourselves people advice all the time, and we got to be the first ones in our way
Absolutely.
to also do it.
Dude, I always like sometimes I'm being like a hypocrite. Like, I see somebody fucking up and I low key kind of judge them. Like, that's my first instinct though. It's like, damn, bro, why does this person not do this, and this? And then I look be like flipping that on me, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, there's a lot of things that, like I'm a hypocrite. Like, I'm fucking judging this person for this, but I have my own flaws. So that makes me just sort of have a little bit more empathy, but at the same time, like, yo, dude, like,
I think it's normal. We all have it, but
Yeah.
long as you're aware, which
yeah, you got
that's
to, bro.
yeah. Some people are not aware of that shit, bro. They should be like, I'm like, bro, you in the same spot as them? I mean, you're over here.
Talking shit.
Yeah, but I feel like we all have that little bit in us for sure, and it's just a matter, you gotta always be aware of what you
Yeah.
got going on.
No, that's one thing I remember listening to where it was like, yeah, you might be wanting to judge somebody because they're not where you're at, but just see that as a blessing because maybe they didn't have the same opportunities you had in order to be aware or maybe be in a certain position, or maybe, again, if you want to take it hella deep, if they didn't have parents, then it's kind of like, well, fuck, you didn't have as much guidance as, well, I had both my parents, so, something like that. So, yeah, I also got to take it with a grain of salt sometimes, just like, okay, no one's perfect. Everybody got, everyone usually goes to a job because they, out of necessity. Some people, don't even really care about the job or,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard sometimes. Like, fuck, I don't know, man. But yeah, as long as you're clear with what you want, give it some effort. Don't shoot yourself in the foot, I guess. What else can you do, man?
Yeah, man. Still gotta walk on that foot. But yeah, dude, that's all you can do. Well, that's cool, bro. Yeah, today I did. I think I time traveled, bro.
What you mean by that?
You exactly what it sounds like, bro. Just kidding. Yeah, I was. You ever been, dude? I had the weirdest feeling today. Like, it just gave me the weirdest feeling, I should say.
Yeah.
I went to Morgan. It's probably a city, maybe 30 minutes out from where we're from here. Bro, it's like so. I don't know. You ever been to a place? And I think this is just only a me thing sometimes because I feel like people don't really get this, but I always like see more, or it's like when we talked about going to the mall when it's like empty as shit. It's almost like depressing in a way. I kind of get that, but I get that all the time from just like driving. Like if I'm driving down Washington and it's just like abandoned and it kind of like looks like stores are closed and stuff. I'm almost like, it puts me like in a weird mood. But it's almost like me thinking like, oh man, I remember the good times, like when this place used to be busier or like what's going on now. But yeah, this place was just like so outdated, you would say. It felt like you literally went back in time, like everything's back like how it used to be. Upset, like it's still modernized, right? You can go to a pump and tap your phone to put gas and stuff like that out there. But like the city, the people, like people just walking around, like when do you see a mom with her 3 kids, just walking on Washington, like with her dog? Like you don't see that because now it's like more of a city, just cars buzzing back and forth. You hardly ever see any kids walking by themselves on Washington at all, just because there's homeless people, there's bad shit going on all the time. But over there, the vibes are just completely like still back like how it used to be, just chill. Houses are all old still. It looks like you went and it gave me the scene of like Stranger Things, like Hopkins, like the older city. like the older grocery stores you would go into back in the
Yeah.
day. Wasn't there? No, it wasn't really a grocery store, but we call it the Chatados over there on Harrison. You know, where they would have like just
By Ogden?
yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Imagine that being like, well, it was a store, right? But just that vibe, how it's just old in there, and like you walked in there, you're like, all right, this is old. Or Kmart, I'm not
Yeah.
sure if I remember going to Kmart. Just
Yeah.
like that vibe, but it gave me like the weirdest feeling, like just being there. I was pumping gas, and just like after I did what I was gonna do out there, I went to the county, and I was just like, damn, this is so weird. Like I feel like I literally like just got placed in a whole different time. And yeah, I don't know. I've always been noticing stuff like that. I feel like not many people do.
Hmm.
I think in the past I've like told my girl like we've been through places and it doesn't really click until like I bring it up to her and start breaking it down. I think there's like a city out there and going to Bear Lake. Is it Woodruff or past Woodruff? Randolph, I think is what it's called. I call it Rudolph. And it's same thing like that. It's like an old city, maybe a car here and there passes through it every once in a while. But I'm always a person that's thinking outside the box. Like, where do people eat? Like, where do they go grocery shopping? Like, what do they do after school? But just seeing like younger kids, like just still hanging out like how we would. I mean, you don't really see shit like that nowadays. I mean, but my house, you see kids playing. They're in golf carts. They're in electric e-bikes, and it's like, all right, that's like whole two generations. And these kids are just on bicycles, like scooters, just like what we would be doing basically.
Yeah, back in the day.
It got me thinking. I'm like, if I was a kid, what life would I like to be grown up on? Or as me as a dad, like how I would want to, would I rather have my kid be in this kind of era where they're just kind of like growing up old fashioned and they probably have more common sense to them later on in life than a kid nowadays where like they live in a neighborhood where there's just every kid has a golf cart or an e-bike and they're just up to no good in a way. Cause I feel like a lot of kids nowadays are just doing dumb shit. Depending, you know, they all have phones and stuff. But it's like I feel like if I have a kid that grows up like in an older city like that, they'll have more character to them, but they'll also be in a way missing out on life, like with today's stuff. And yeah, man, it was quite the experience.
Yeah.
You ever have stuff like that or no? I don't think you people do really. I feel like I'm more of that
Nah.
just
I haven't been really no crazy really areas like that. The only time I really felt out of place was just when, remember I just like as soon as I touched basically in Europe and I was driving
mm,
or we were driving like going home. That's the only place where I was like, I felt like I was in a simulation or some shit. Like it didn't feel
mm.
real. But that's I think usually the last time or something like that. But yeah, that's definitely an experience though.
Yeah, it almost reminded me of what you said like in Europe because Europe, you said they're like on a whole different time. Like they're
Yeah, it's completely different.
same over there. They're not. Nobody's rushing to get to work. People just are driving as slow as can be. It's almost like you're in slow motion, like seeing life. Like, what the
Yeah,
hell is going on here?
no, that's facts.
Yeah.
That's a fact, bro. That's what makes U.S. culture. It's hustle culture here, and yeah, it's kind of ingrained in culture around here. I
Mhm.
never really understood it. I thought it was just kind of, oh, it's just me. I want to be a hustler and that shit. But then you kind of step back and it's like it's kind of would have been kind of pushed to us, you know,
Yeah.
in a sense. But it's also it's not bad. There's always all these cultural pushes, anyways. It's not just saying it's the only one. So I guess we just chose the right one. I would like to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we kind of got
crazy,
placed
man.
in it in reality.
Yeah, bro. Okay.
But yeah, even like it's everything's just like so different. Like there was a county building. It's literally like it looked like Polk School. Okay, remember how Polk
Oh,
School?
back
One
in the day.
entrance, the windows are just kind of all like one like in the front where the first grader or kindergartens
Yeah,
were.
yeah, yeah.
That side and this side's more like a taller building. I don't know what it looks like now, but it just like that vision. That's how this building was, and that was like the county building. I swear that they just made it from a school to. But anyways, in this building, there's a courtroom in there. There's a sheriff's office in there. There's little just doors. It's a little office like this. This is the sheriff's office, and then another door you go, and that's the whole DMV. And it's just like two desks.
That's
Like it's like
wild.
so like it's
Yeah,
crazy. But even like the people you talk to and the way they treat you is
yeah, it's different.
completely different than when it just coming 30 minutes this way. Um, yeah, quite the experience. I will.
Damn.
I
Okay.
feel like if one day you have, I've been out there one time when I used to ride my bike all the time. I went through like Little Cottonwood Canyon. No, it's not even that one. The one the Hogle Zoo connects with.
Okay. On that side, I get you.
If you just keep driving that shit will connect all the way to Morgan and come out this way. Or you can go to Park City from there too. But anyways, I do that drive all the time and come out like through 89 over here, or is it I-80 I should say. And I don't really, I mean, I think I stop at the gas stations, but it'd be like more like a busier gas station. People are just stopping and going, stopping and going. And you see everyday cars, but not really into the smaller town where I was today. But yeah, if you ever have time, man, take one of those weird drives out there and just
go, just go
with no plan on the agenda. Because I remember as a kid, I remember with my parents, like we literally go on a drive with no agenda, we're just driving until it gets dark. Yeah, go eat somewhere, just like, oh, let's just go there. That's kind of like the vibe you get out there. You're just like, it's weird.
Damn, all right, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's different, it's a different experience. Maybe go have some good food out there, maybe.
I don't know about good food, man, but you'll get something different. I think for me, it's like, again, like it falls, I don't know, like I start, what's that word, reminiscing? Like on the past when I was like younger and seeing stuff like that. So I think that's why I have like that weird feeling or connection with it.
Yeah.
Because it truly isn't weird. You're not like seeing, you're like, what? That guy's walking on one leg, or this guy is walking on four. Like, you're not seeing weird shit like that, right? It's just like, I feel like I was more in a time.
Yeah, it's called nostalgia, pa.
Yeah, but it's weird because it's not like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's just weird.
No, you're nostalgic. You're feeling nostalgia, bro.
I don't know about that. In a way, I guess it can be, but it's not really.
Because I remember, I don't know if you remember this. You know the fucking Rite Aid that they demolished?
Yes.
On Monroe in like 25th or 6th or some shit. There used to be another store right next to it that was a grocery store back in the day.
IGA.
That's what it was called? That's fucking crazy. And that is sort of the store I remember like being like feeling old fashioned as shit.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I remember that.
Yellow floors. Yeah, just old as shit.
Straight up. Like, yeah. So I just be thinking about like that when you were explaining that. That's what I was thinking.
But if you just got put in that store, like you just woke up and you're in that store, what would you think?
I'm in a fucking dream for sure.
That's exactly what I felt like.
Yeah.
It's just like it doesn't mean nothing to you. It's just like weird. You're just like, why is it so old? Like, what's going on in life? I don't know. It's just because there's like nothing I could take bad about it or good about it. It was just like a weird thing you just get put in, and you're just like, wow.
Yeah, like I'm here.
What's life? What's going on here? Yeah. But yeah, man, that was my little time travel experience today. I'll probably go back, to be honest with you, because
why?
I just want to figure out what's going on. Like, what is that's just weird about it? I'm telling you, I've never felt like a weird feeling like that in a while. I don't know how to explain it either. So
yeah, I'm over here trying to help you. We could do this. Word came up in my head, but I had to Google it, so I don't sound dumb. Archaic. It says describing something such as a word, custom, or technology that is very old, outdated, or characterized of basically a much earlier period. That says much earlier though, so I'm not sure if that would be the right word. Archaic might be like, damn, bro, what's something old as shit, bro?
Probably like going like to.
Damn, I don't even.
Probably like where you were at over there, you know. Seeing like all the
some shit like that, I guess would be maybe more archaic.
It's archaic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost felt like I was on a movie scene, to be honest with you. Like, and especially like watching what's that show I was watching just not too long ago? It's going past my head right now, but yeah, it just felt like you were just like I was like in a movie scene, because it was just like how old and outdated things were, but yet everything was just hustling and moving like a normal city.
Okay. I was going to ask you some crazy shit that you probably don't know, but I was going to say, do you know what iRacing is?
iRacing? No.
Yeah. Okay. So you know how I'm always talking to just random people all the time, random businesses? Mm-hmm. I talked to this person, I think it was yesterday, but there's this simulator game where people that are wanting to race, or maybe it's just a hobby, I'm not sure what I would assume it's maybe a mixed crowd. People that want to learn maybe how to race and all this, but they take this shit serious, bro. Like,
yeah,
like they basically, I found what we call subreddits on Reddit where it's called iRacing, and I was kind of looking at some of the posts, and a lot of people, what they do is they post a gameplay and they ask, did I fuck up? Was it my fault? It's like almost like they're taking it so serious, so it's kind of insane. But I talked to some guy that owns a business where you can buy subscriptions and like packs for that game. And I'm not sure. I've never fucking played the game, so I'm not sure what sort of subscriptions you would need. But I think I've seen one for if you want to customize your vehicle a certain way or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You pay this guy maybe like 15, 20, and I don't know. He does something, bro.
Yeah.
So I thought it was just insane that I was just talking to someone for something so specific like that. I was like, what the hell, bro?
That is pretty random, huh?
Yeah, just for that game iRacing. But then he was telling me about all these other simulator programs.
Podium's a big one.
Yeah, but he said like iRacing is usually like the biggest one that they have like the more shit for. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was insane, especially since maybe you were kind of yours was maybe a little different, but
yeah, I actually never heard of that one. But I remember when I was looking into the simulators and stuff, Podium is like one of the one that comes up, just because like a lot of celebrities have had that. Like Joe Rogan has had one built by Podium. Tom Segura. Remember Cat Williams on Joe Rogan's simulator?
Yeah.
But they have a subscription program also. You have to pay like to keep doing it. You pay 50 grand for this thing. Okay?
But it's a machine that they're selling.
You get it's like whole like.
Well, these people just is like a program though. It's just like the software. Like you still have to buy the fucking seat, the paddle, I don't know what the fuck you buy, the steering wheel. What do you need for that shit?
Yeah,
I guess you can go crazy with it too.
Yeah, so when you pay 50 grand or 20 grand or 100 grand from this company,
Christ.
yeah, it depends. You know, the more you pay, the nicer seats, the more feedback you get. But then the computer has a software on it, and yeah, the subscription I take it is just for getting access to it.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. So you said it was called Podium?
Yeah, Podium.
Podium. Okay. So you been looking into this shit or what?
Yeah.
Hi. You trying to get one or what?
Perhaps.
Okay,
Perhaps.
Edgar. Okay, Edgar.
But
do you wear a VR for that shit or no? Or is it just the TV? Or maybe it's
TV
optional?
that's wrapped around you like this.
Okay. It says based on provided research results, Podium and iRacing, like I'm comparing both basically, report different components of sim racing. Fanatic Podium is a line of high torque direct drive wheelbases, while iRacing is a subscription-based competitive online simulation software. So basically, see it as iRacing is the software, and then Podium is the hardware. Mm-hmm. So it's like the wheelbase, the torque, the precise, instantaneous force feedback to the driver. I guess you feel some shit when you buy those expensive ass ones. Like
Yeah.
that's fucking insane.
Yeah, the steering wheel is hard as shit to move. The brake's super hard. Like if you don't push with like 40 pounds, you're not braking. You're gonna go straight into the wall, and then your seat you'll crash, or your whole seat will move, and like you're legit. You'll be sweating driving that car.
Dude, I wonder
if like Cat Williams was fighting that steering wheel.
Yeah, like it's like some straight real shit.
Yeah, it'll twist out of your hand like in real life. Like when cars crash, if you hold on to that steering wheel, it twists your hands and your wrist. You know, you could break your wrist. Same thing with like that sim racing. That's why you're saying that people take this like so serious.
Yeah,
it's
literally, like literally.
But I mean, it's literally like it makes and breaks. Like drivers nowadays, you don't even got to do like kart racing or stuff like that. You can literally grow up playing a sim and be pretty good as a driver on the actual track. Obviously, there's way difference. It's like going to school to be something, and you can be book smart, but getting out on the field, you're gonna be dumb if you don't have that common sense or the hands-on experience.
Yeah.
Same thing with this, right? You can be really good at the sim, but once you get in a real car and you're actually sweating because the car's 107 degrees in there, you're smelling fumes. It's completely different. So
some wild shit. It's kind of like just getting your toe wet, basically.
It gets you probably 50% there.
You probably know the concepts and what you're supposed to do, and like in the brake, but at the same time, it's like you mentioned the air pressure, the actual fucking G-force or whatever the fuck. Like that's when it gets
100%. Yeah, no, you're right. Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, that's kind of interesting. You got to talk to someone about that today.
I literally don't know shit about that, so I was just like, I was literally asking this guy. I was like, wait, because I was like, I need to figure out where your people are. You know, like if you want to advertise this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing, bro? Mm-hmm. I was like, you're selling a program? It's like, no, subscription, and then that's kind of when I started.
So I take it you have to have a sim already.
And for these guys, we were trying to reach people, for him specifically, that use iRacing and already into that shit. So that way they can customize their shit, go back into the game, and go from there. So my job was to basically find people with this program, and I was able to find like a good amount of people, around like 300K. Mm-hmm. So, but again, it's a software business, bro. Like all you can be in fucking Tokyo, Japan right now, and buy that shit, and he just made money. Like it's not an actual tangible product, you know. It's like software. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
it doesn't cost them any more to sell another unit, you know. It's like
It's like me buying the Paramount shit.
yeah,
Just there you go, made more money.
exactly. It's not costing them any more to, you know,
Nope.
to make that account or whatever like that. So yeah, I just thought it was interesting. I was like, what the hell, bro?
That's cool, man.
But yeah, all sorts of people out there just doing crazy shit, you know, trying to make it out. A lot of apps recently too. I just been
Ads?
apps.
Oh, apps.
Yeah, like just crazy stuff. There's one, I don't want to say the names of these because you never know,
Yeah,
but
fuck it. Just kidding.
like fuck you, bro. But this is one where it's like think about if you go on vacation, you want to basically make like a little, fuck, dude. Have you ever used Pinterest?
Yes.
Okay. So somewhat maybe like Pinterest where you can have like this little portfolio of your vacation. And I guess there's some sort of integrations that will let you know, hey, like if you I don't know if you're a friend of this person, I'm assuming you can see all sorts of shit. So
Sure.
it's kind of like a social media program. I honestly just have to download the app and just try it out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like helping someone that's literally works as in finance, like in somewhere like like I added him on LinkedIn and I was like, damn, bro, like you can tell he looked like he comes from like some, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Just like the finance space is just people in fucking suits looking serious and all that. And then when I hopped on the call with him, he was just chill, dude. And he told me, he was like, yeah, bro, like I have a full-time job. I do this. I'm trying to launch this on the side. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, bro. Like I love talking to people like that usually because I don't know. It just kind of pumps me up. And I'm able to tell him, yo, I got you. Like, what do you need from me, you know?
Heck yeah, dude. No, I agree. I mean, surrounding yourself with people that are just like, boom. It definitely motivates you, or just something in that just kind of, it's interesting talking to people like that.
Yeah, bro, just all day. Sometimes I wish I could talk to these clients a little bit more and ask them just other questions, but obviously I got
Yeah.
like a set amount of time where I can maybe squeeze one or two, three sort of things. But at the bare minimum, I have to for sure understand what they're doing, like because that's actually part of my job in terms of
Yeah, it gives you a reason to actually even ask more about them and get
Oh
to
yeah,
know them a
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
better.
No, I'd be asking some crazy shit that probably like it's probably too much sometimes, but I really like want to like go lock in. I was talking to some lady, she didn't seem really serious about launching, but she was more in the like the B2B space, also D2C a little bit, which is direct to consumer, but it was like a premature call where it was like we kind of have to do like check this out, but you know, I seen that you emailed us because usually we email random ass businesses all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and she ended up booking the meeting, but nah, just I don't know, bro. Yeah, you get a crowd of the group of all sorts of people, all sorts of different people. Sometimes you talk to some different people, and you're like, yo, how the fuck do you work here? Like, sometimes it's like that. Not all the times. A lot of people. Sometimes I've hopped on calls with people that are like from like for some reason they're an employee in Mexico. They hop on and they like blow my mind, bro. I'm like, oh, I could see why they hired someone in Mexico because like you can tell like they understand and their skill set is like far beyond some regular shit. And it's like it's kind of impressive, bro. Sometimes I'm like, yo,
Yeah, dude. There's smart people out there, bro. For
it's
sure, for
few
sure.
though. That's what I'm saying. Like it's almost like yo.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you really wouldn't know until either maybe talk to them, not even maybe talk to them, ask them like a certain question, or in that case, it's easy for me to kind of know because we're in a business conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I could see their title like on the program you're using, like is he where the hierarchy in the company is and all that. But damn, man,
That's
yeah,
cool,
you
bro.
just never know.
You just never, exactly. You never know who you're talking to, right? Or who you meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always wondered that when, it's just one of those like weird thoughts when you're literally like pumping gas or something. You're like, what's this guy here do?
Yep.
You ever be doing that? People watch?
Usually when I'm in different places, when I was in Jackson Hole, I was like low key looking all over the place, and I ran across this guy, and I'm like, yo, this guy has fucking bags, because back in the day, I used to be more well, it's just rap culture,
Mm-hmm.
you just always see fucking brands and the crazy luxury items and the watches and all that. But I noticed this guy was wearing Montclair shoes, and then he had like a Montclair, like a low key jacket, and then you could see his wife was all like, almost barely healed out, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like the lips, the Louis Vuitton bag, you know, the whole Beverly Hill vibe, and then they had like 2 kids, and I was like, damn, bro. I'm about to say, y'all probably balling out right now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it always fun to love watching people watching.
Yeah,
Especially like when you catch little stuff like that, you're just like, oh yeah, they're doing something crazy.
just a
Makes
little
you just
different.
curious what they do for work or how they got their wealth. So
Yeah, bro, it's pretty dope. But
yeah. You just
shit.
never know, bro. I've met people like of all calibers through my business, and then it's just like the people you at least expect dress a certain way, and then the people you wouldn't expect dress another way, and it's just like it made me realize, it's not always what you see on
Oh no,
social media or
no,
movies.
no, no,
It's
no, no.
some people are just out here living a complete different life just because.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's always good though to have that and just kind of eye opening too, because hopefully you can take a little bit from that. But yeah,
absolutely.
I think growing up, we basically grew up in an area and surrounding where people were like basically would go out of their way to make themselves look on par to kind of fake, I guess, a way of wealth. In
Hmm.
reality, I mean, you gotta really think the people we were all around at the time, whether it was the gym, grocery store, school, whatever it was, they were nowhere near what we ever thought of them being. It's just literally they
Mm.
were putting an act for. I mean, and I
For
mean
the gram.
even us, for a while we probably felt like we were on. What would you say? Or are we going to come back from getting our energy drinks? Uh,
Ah, shit. What?
and that's something to being at the top.
Ah, yeah. What goes up must come down.
Or I think we were just basically just saying though we felt like we were on top of the world.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. What comes up must come down, man. Watch out.
yes,
Hey,
sir.
man. Watch out.
Watch out, man. But yeah, dude. On other news, what else is popping?
What else is popping, bro?
We got a trip plan.
Yeah, that's true. We got a little trip plan. We gotta figure out, what the fuck we're gonna do. Airbnb, hotels. Okay, I guess we can fuck it. Let's do a little fun conversation, since we're on the topic. Like, do you? I feel like I can maybe ask this like really like just straightforward and be like, yo, hotels versus Airbnb. So let's just ask that.
Hmm.
When do you think it's suitable Airbnbs versus hotels? Is it just the price? Is it, for example, in New York, maybe Airbnbs was not the move. It was hotels because they don't really have like new buildings. But compared to another city, it might be better to get Airbnb. So is there anything like you look at? Or I know you obviously go on vacations on your own, and I think you mostly do hotels, if I'm not mistaken, if it's you and your partner, right?
Yeah.
So you never like really look at Airbnbs unless it's a group, right?
I've never looked into it. No.
Okay.
I mean, I think at one time I was just kind of briefly looking for like St. Thomas just to see like what there was, but I was just
Compare.
like, that means we're gonna have to go to a store to buy groceries. That means we're gonna have to drive further away because everything usually is around the resorts.
Mhm.
You have to deal with the neighbors and stuff like that, especially like in some areas where they're packed a lot tighter. Like if New York, imagine like we were in a freaking condo or an apartment building. So yeah, I was like, I'm good. I'd rather just live in a resort where I can just go out and get something to eat, something to drink, go back to my room, just chill. Um, I'm on vacation. I don't got to worry about going and grabbing, groceries. But yeah, I think that's for me. That's what makes it. In a group setting, I think Airbnbs is cool, just because y'all can be together, a bigger group of people in one household. But I mean, I feel like you can still do that with hotels too if you do it right. We've done both, so
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why I fucking just remembered this, but I'm like, we're talking about, the Airbnbs, hotels, you brought up the condo in New York, but do you remember that I don't know if you remember this, but in the Airbnb post, the guy said basically if someone
don't tell.
asks,
Yeah,
like if someone fucking asks, like
we're
we
just
know
visiting.
somebody or some shit like that, right? I remember when some guy actually fucking was like, "Hey, what the fuck?" Like, and he called me over, and that's when I looked at him and I came over to him, and he looked at me. He's like, "Oh yeah, I remember talking to you," and I did.
Mm.
But I don't
That's
know
how
if
you
you remember.
told.
Well, no, I didn't say shit. I was just like, what the fuck do you want,
Huh.
And then he just looked at me and said, "Oh yeah, I remember talking to you or something," and just laughed. So I'm not sure now that I think about it. I'm like, what the fuck? I really haven't thought about it since it happened. So it's kind of weird that sometimes you just get random
Yeah.
memories.
If I seen someone and asked me, I'd be like, "Oh, no, I'm just staying here. It's an Airbnb." Throw him underneath the bus.
Yeah, get that boy fined.
Especially for what we had to go through. Shit.
Yeah, that's actually a fucking fact, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cockroach in the basement on its back.
Bro, someone was telling me that came from North Carolina. That like down in the South, like Texas, South Carolina, North Carolina, is that they get roaches bad, bro.
Oh yeah, it's common.
Like crazy. I didn't know it was that common. Like I guess we're blessed over here. You might still occasionally see a roach, but like over there, they're like huge type shit, like big as fuck. Like you step on it, that motherfucker crack and crunch. You know.
I feel like I'd rather deal with that though than like what we get here in Utah.
What?
Here we get like infested with tiny ones. I feel like that's almost nastier.
Fuck, I don't know, bro.
Because a big one, you're obviously gonna see that fucker come in.
But you don't think that them motherfuckers got like little babies and smaller ones though? You're gonna get all of them shits.
Yeah, but it's not like you're dealing with like, because right here we can be like there can be 2, 3 little ones under you and 4 like we can be surrounded by them. Versus if we have a big one, we're like obviously there's one there. Let's take it out.
My thing is though, like if you see one they gotta be his cousin, his little Theo, his little aunt gotta be around this shit, you know, like
yeah, no, they're for sure nasty. I mean, regardless, I think seeing a big old huge thing like a size of a bird just on the wall or a bat in a way, yeah.
Yeah, on Twitter, I guess this will align perfectly. New York, roaches. On Twitter, I was seeing sometimes they just post stuff from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It was a marketing campaign in 2008 for I don't know, you probably remember this shit. The company Zoo York. Does that ring a bell at all? The logo looked like a Z and then a Y, just like the New York logo, like the on the baseball caps.
Yeah, Zoo York was that shit was at Sears all the time, right?
Yeah. For a minute, yeah.
Floor in the back,
some shit like that. But I guess back in the day, this was like I guess maybe around the time before Supreme really blew up. But these people were sort of on the forefront, like they were. Again, you just mentioned it. They were fucking malls and Sears and shit. But one of the marketing things they did is they collected a fuck ton of roaches. They spray painted the Zoo York logo on the back of them, of the like the roaches.
Just put them in the city.
And they basically filmed like a video of them like going fucking crazy on the skateboards. And they basically had all these shits in their backpack, so they would unzip it while they're boarding and like just drop them in front of all these people in New York, and they'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck." And all that shit. But I thought that was insane, bro. Like, even for back in the day, 2008, for a company to do that. But I thought just what hell interesting. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, dude?
I was listening to a podcast to, like, them, basically this mom going to the park with her kids, and they've been feeding the squirrels, basically. But they're wondering if it's the same squirrel, like, he's coming back. So, like, next time we're going to spray paint its tail. Like, tag it in a way. So if he comes back and it's like, oh, it's got the pink tail again, that's the same one coming back. But it reminded me of you said like that, because now you're literally seeing like, oh wait, those things are still around. Maybe like imagine like 5 years later, you still see like a Zoo York cockroach just walking around, like half spray painted, it's all busted up on its shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of that's crazy though. Marketing campaigns, man.
I don't know if there's something like that. I wonder if it actually became successful back in the day and people like actually were like, oh fuck yeah, let me go buy a shirt. Yeah. Obviously the people that probably seen the roach probably were like, what the fuck? But like the actual just video and thing they pushed. Yeah. It's sort of interesting, man. I was like, wow.
Yeah, times were different back then.
Yeah, I feel like
video wasn't like, I mean, I feel like you would just see stuff on the news. If you missed it, then that was it.
Oh, you meaning it was more TV and like less social media, so it was like less.
I mean, it was just MySpace.
Yeah. Well, 2008 Facebook existed already. Yeah,
I don't know anybody in 2008 on Facebook though.
I honestly don't even. I was against social media because I could have had a MySpace. I don't know if you ever had a MySpace, but I was always against that shit. I was like,
I had one for a tiny bit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was in like 7th grade.
Something like that. Okay.
So how old were we then? Or what year was that then? That was like 7th to 12th grade. It's 5 years apart from 2014. So.
So you tell me like 15 years ago?
So 2011, around there. Yeah.
Damn. So, okay. Well, I know I got Facebook a little later too, because again, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was like, oh, why the fuck do I want social media? I never really understood the social aspect of it. I always seen myself as just kind of my own person. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this shit? And I don't even know if we could find those pictures because I probably deleted them out of embarrassment. But the first profile pictures on Facebook, bro, bangers, bro. I remember, I think I was seeing, at my home desk or whatever that was right by the
The front
entrance to the
door.
door. Exactly. I was just chilling on like the computer chair, like looking probably slumped over, like all dumb. Yeah, and then I had a yellow shirt on, I believe. Well, back in the day, like snakes and like Mark Echo type of vibe type shit. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like those weird fucking. I don't even know what kind of style that is, but like I guess the Mark Echo vibe.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, bro, that was like my first profile pic. I remember that shit. I was like, damn, bro,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna give me some, some
Somewhat.
some
Oh,
clout, bro.
okay.
But nah, hell no, I didn't get no clout. Hell
Nothing
no.
happened.
Yeah, hell no, bro.
My
I
f-
never really understood that shit back in the day until a little late when you know how they had like the what the fuck were they called? To be honest, where you would
to
like
be
it,
H.
right? That shit
Yeah.
was a thing back in the day, bro.
Like in
Like and I'll rate you too, like some
yeah.
weird shit, bro. Back in the damn man, if anyone is listening to this that's like 5 years younger, they're probably what the fuck y'all talking about, bro. But basically, back in the day on Facebook, if you
Yeah.
had like a little crush or something, you crush my post, like a little TBH or something, you like it, either they would DM you or just post it, I think, on your profile,
Yeah.
and they might flirt back or might flirt or might not. But again, I was never really involved. I fucking missed out on all that shit. I think one time I did that and
Mm.
I got a poke. And at the time I was like, what the fuck?
Was a dude.
No, it was hell no, but it was a girl. So I liked her shit. She gave me a
Yeah.
poke. I never really could decipher that. Now kind of looking back, it's like she was probably like trying to do like some weird tease shit, like
Uh,
like DM, some playful
I
shit,
might do
but
shit like that sometimes, and it'd just be like the homies or
just
someone that
go
you
poke
just a
someone.
poke or just someone will like my shit. I'm like, nice. That's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nowadays, I mean, we still kind of have a little bit on Instagram. People will be like, oh, like, ask me anything. They'll put like a
People still do
poll,
that shit.
dude, all the times.
I
People
never
are
see
just,
those.
especially on Snapchat too. I feel
I
like
don't really see those anymore on my shit.
influencers are just like
Oh,
girls, like, oh, ask me anything, and then they're just asking questions, answering questions.
uh,
Like,
I could
my
maybe
dog
see
is 5 years old.
influencers. Yeah, and influencers. Yeah, I could see that. I think on Snap they do that shit a lot.
The thing is, we're just surrounded people that have are in relationships now. We're not surrounded people that are just single, looking to mingle. So I'm
I
sure
don't.
if we have more of a clout or not clout, but like I guess a group of people like that in our friend group or Instagram, we'd probably see it. You probably see it more, but
Yeah, the only time I could see that shit working is an influencer, unless you're like, I don't know why the fuck you'd want to use that feature unless you have like some sort of company, a fucking podcast or something where you want to know something.
mm-hmm.
Maybe if you have a little community of like like I ain't gonna lie, I have this one single mom, that I used to work with
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram, but I feel like that sort of individual probably do that because they're always posting about more,
Mm.
like hell, like more holistic thing, which basically means just basically improving all sorts of things in your life. But I usually feel like women like that have like a big support system behind them,
Mm.
usually. So that's the sort of people I'm like, okay, maybe she posts something, I don't know, but
I usually just see it from girls trying to get a crush.
okay.
Ask me anything about my day.
Now, what I've heard in the past, this is from a female's perspective, is if they're trying to get attention, usually they'll fucking post some shit. As soon as they see that shit, they'll just delete it.
They only answer the ones that they want to answer. That's
Not even just answer, because some of the times, like the guy that they want or want to lure, he's not confident enough, or maybe doesn't want to like shoot the shot, and the girl's not gonna do that. So she has to do all this fucking ambiguous like action to be like, oh, maybe there's something here, But yeah, I remember they told me that they're like, yo, post it as soon as you seen it, delete that shit. Or then you would start posting like really specific thing like, damn, I really finished school and work and I got nothing to do in week and then to see it, delete that shit. And I was like, damn.
That's how it goes, man. They're like, well, I didn't do the job next. So if it's up, that means maybe you haven't seen it yet. If
Damn,
you're single
bro.
out there.
Well,
Yeah, I see that shit all the time where people are like, oh, anybody want to go out and do something? Like when they're single, right? That's like a thing you do. I remember I doing that shit all the time.
oh, that was
Oh,
back in
guys,
the
I got the
day.
afternoon off. Anybody want to hang out? No
Yeah, I
one?
guess
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
an old piece of shit, man. Maybe that's what it
We're
is.
just in relationships, man. We're
Nah, but
30.
all my friends, a lot of my friends aren't in no relationship, bro. Hell no.
I mean, they're not
At
trying hard, I guess, to get
at
in a relationship.
least half of them, at
I
least.
feel like I always like tried to like get in a relationship. I was never really like, I don't want a relationship.
I for sure was fuck that.
Yeah.
I definitely did not want to
I,
always
d-
be in a relationship.
I just know like I work better when I'm like that's out of my way, like in life. Because if not, then you're just like focusing on. I mean, everybody's very different, right? So
Yeah.
for me, that's how I work. And I feel like if that's you know my life's good there, then everything else will just flow. But if it's a mess back here, you're kind of like all over the place for me, I guess.
Yeah.
But people don't see that, I guess. It depends if you're used to it too,
Nah,
right?
yeah. Well, sometimes some people just like there's those messy people that just jump from relationship to relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see like I feel sometimes you need some space. Like if you break up with someone, you can't just be fucking. You know, I guess that's my own opinion though. Jump into another one without like I feel like stepping back, reflecting, and maybe thinking about the relationship I just left. Like what did I like? What didn't I want? But sometimes it's like fuck, I'm heartbroken, and then this one fucking female gives you attention, and then
Then you go talk to 4 or 5 others.
well, I
That's
guess it depends on the person. But if you're I don't know. Not
because
everyone's a
I
hoe.
think truly people don't like ever leave a relationship and then just stay single and work on themselves. They usually, are out there,
Oh, I get what you mean. Well, I was single for sure. I'm not gonna say I stopped, you know, being on the apps or whatever the fuck. But no, I did not want a relationship from it. Fuck no, like
Yeah.
hell no.
But if it happened, right?
That's basically why I'm in a relationship right now.
Yeah.
It just happened. But I was not like, oh, I want a girl right now. Fucking feel
Yeah.
sad. Like
No,
fuck no.
100%.
Like
I don't think anybody can do that. If you do that, you're going to end up in the wrong relationship.
fuck yeah.
Because the people, I've always noticed people that look for relationships end up being the most miserable because they ended up getting with something that
It's
they.
because you have baggage, bro. You're entering a
But
fucking relationship
if
with
you're just living
baggage.
your life and it falls in place, and hey, you can just keep moving forward with life even faster.
That's definitely what's happened to me. But I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was gonna be single for a minute.
Yeah.
Then I got saved, right?
Got saved. So I'm saying, man, it's when that thing is taken care of, you can just focus on other things in your life.
Yeah, but
Because
there's
going
another
out every weekend,
component.
spending all kinds of money and time. I mean, it's a hassle to being.
But there's also like the other element where it's like you're young, you're never gonna be have all that time and energy and money. So why not do it now? So I guess your mentality is better if you just want to lock the fuck in and that's kind of
Yeah.
it. But for maybe people, it's not just about locking in. It's about like experiencing different things. Like how we go on vacations.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something they want to do. Just talk to a lot of people or something like that. Because I was reading the Attached book about how to fucking if you're single is how to find the person that's meant for you or whatever. And if you're already in a relationship, how to increase that. But that's like one of the things it basically said. Like sometimes you just have to really think about some shit. It's
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I mean, I feel like I know people that are in that single phase, but they still don't even do that. So it's like,
well, I know friends that are single and yeah, they're not actively trying to date or nothing like that. But
but they're still not even like really traveling either. Like I'm traveling with people that, like I know people that travel just as much as we do, but they're
oh,
single. So it's
bro.
like, I guess everybody's on a different mission, right?
Yeah, well, think about it this too. There's a lot of people that just go to work and go home and that's it. So it's like,
Well, that's probably, 90%
yep.
of the population.
Well, there you go.
Probably 95.
Yeah, there you go. So it's like,
Yeah.
nah, but I've seen that sometimes where I'm like, I have different motivations and I see other people not doing it, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's not important to you.
That's what you call staying in your lane. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll stick to my lane, man.
I guess
It's
that's all. That's all we can do individual-wise.
yeah. Everybody got something going on in their life, right? Different goals, different sight. Like what I don't know what they see in the future for themselves. You ever ask someone like what the future, like I mean maybe a coworker,
I literally ask. I ain't gonna. I be asking my coworkers some deep
like
ass
what's your
shit.
end goal with life? Like because I always ask people like my own employees, just to get a better feel for them, like how I can help them maybe get
Yeah,
there
it's a
kind
good
of
manager question.
and then there's people I hang out with that come visit me all the time. Like, what's your end goal in life? Like, because I people usually come here and they kind of like, well, the people,
They come to events sometimes. Like
yeah,
talk.
kind of talk to me and kind of see what, because I've said most people want to be in my shoes and they don't know what it is that I'm dealing with or going through sometimes. So it's just like what you see on the outside is not what it is
Fuck
on the
no.
inside. So, anyways, I'm always kind of getting more to know the people and asking them like, what's the end goal? And I'm like, on reality, do you really want this? And I kind of go down the whole row of things, but. You said you literally just asked someone today about that?
Yeah. Well.
Did you take anything from it?
Yeah. Well, I'm always asking them because I'm like, yo, you obviously are working here. I'm like, what the fuck's the goal? Like, do you guys want to get another sales job later? Do you guys want to build a career and all this shit? And a lot of the times they're just like, nah, I don't really see myself pursuing some shit like this. And we just start talking about other shit. And it's like, well, okay, well, are you at least learning? Like, what's sort of the next step? And yeah, we sort of just build off of that. But yeah, with the few select people that I work with, yeah, I feel like I can almost maybe not ask them like no crazy personal shit, but I'm pretty open and can talk about some shit. Even before I left, like there was these two newer guys that started. One just started openly just telling me, all this crazy shit about how he left his old job on base because people are just fucking disrespecting him and not like,
Mm.
you know. And I guess he wasn't really vibing with the older people. I guess, as a younger, he's 23,
Yeah.
fucking has different slang, different style, different sort of cultural background. I don't fucking know, right? When you're talking to someone that's 50 and 60 and you're saying like shit
Down
like
yonder.
type shit and stuff, it's like, dude, look at you like, what the fuck is this guy saying? But yeah, he's just telling me that he basically inadvertently rubbed someone the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Downhill from there.
well, I guess I'll share a little bit about what the fuck happened to him because I literally
Just say
was
his name. Just
I was literally looking at this guy like, bro, are you fucking kidding me right now? Basically, someone at his job said that he had a fucking bomb, bro,
Damn.
on base, bro.
That's
So
nice.
imagine all these like military police and like all this shit take you, out and yeah, and I was like, bro, what the fuck, bro? But I guess it hasn't happened before out there. But
That's gotta be
yeah,
kind of crazy to put on your resume
yeah,
afterward.
yeah.
How'd you get fired from the last job? Don't call me
He
old manager.
no, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't get fired though. He just had enough, and I feel like it kind of reminded me of the story of when I was at a factory, and until I got fucked up in the in the arm, I had a little injury at work. I kind of was like, all right, like what the fuck am I doing here? Let me get out of here. Let me go work at a bank or some shit.
Mm.
And then someone's like, yeah, I'm out. But
Can't be in these dangerous areas. Ain't worth it, man. Yeah, it's yeah, it is kind of crazy. Everybody just kind of has their own thing. I mean, I get to know a lot about people, and it is crazy how everybody's on their own path. That's why I always it's always helped me because I'm always like, I just kind of, stick to myself and I don't know, just do my thing, right? Everybody got their own shit to worry about. I got my own stuff to worry about. That's not my problem. That's how I see it a lot of times, and I should probably be better at that because sometimes I'm just like, should I help? No, mind my own business. Keep going with life. Keep moving. Today actually was an example too. I was just literally in the same parking lot that I was in. I could hear like someone like not being able to start their car, and I literally had the jump pack in my car to jump someone. And I'm like, nope, I'm gonna move forward in life. I was there literally last week. Nobody fucking helped me, and I figured it out. And yeah,
oh fuck.
and yeah, the restaurant, someone was choking, and I was like, no, I'm just kidding.
Nah, you crazy. I ain't gonna lie, you wild, bro.
Nah, dude, it's just like sometimes like you just gotta keep moving in life. Like,
No, I know. I appreciate like that you did that because I'm rushing or I'm on some fuck you
dude,
vibes.
I help too many. I help way too many people. I'm way too nice to people. To be honest with you, I could have probably just helped that person, and it probably wouldn't have been a big deal. But dude, I barely have enough time on my plate for anything that. Yeah, you hungry?
Yeah, bro, a little bit.
Oh,
Nah, I'm playing. Well,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. After this shit, a little chicken strip ain't hit in the gut. I ain't gonna complain. Throw my little hands up and shit. Okay. Well,
But yeah,
we've covered all kinds of topics today. Do you feel like we've covered enough growth shit, or should we sort of continue that, or should
let's
we?
continue the growth, man. We gotta leave
Shit.
these people on
Okay.
the right note.
I'm just gonna start screaming at people, bro. Just do it, dog.
I've
Fucking
been saying,
like, what's his name? That crazy guy from the fucking Transformers, bro. Shia LaBeouf.
mm,
Yeah,
just do it.
just do it, bro. But damn, bro.
Yeah,
What other
man.
growth shit you have in your mind, then, bro?
Um, Stick to yourself. I feel like people are in this world nowadays. From what I get from everybody I talk to, everybody's trying to one up each other and just trying to do what the next person next to them is doing. But nobody's
Yeah.
really ever focusing on themselves. And then calling back to what you said too. There's so many things nowadays in the world that we all kind of want to do, either the same thing or the thing we see like online. But yeah, just
Stay in your fucking lane. Do what you gotta do. Damn, we got a
Please.
little fucking mosquito in here. I'm gonna smack that boy if I see him. The fuck? But damn,
But
bro.
yeah, that's probably for me, man.
No. I like that shit. I like that shit. What about the pod, bro? I feel like we haven't talked about the pod in a minute. Like the actual concept of it. If we're happy, are we satisfied? Do we want to change anything? Are we okay where it's at? Do we want to bring more guests?
Well, we absolutely got to be changing it, man. Can't just stay put. But the thing is, I mean, I think we talked about revamping it for a little bit, but then we were kind of waiting on some things to kind of settle, the dust to settle a little bit.
Yeah.
I think after last year, mid-year, and then yeah, we kind of just put everything on hold. But I think that's for me. Next step is for sure. If I had like things to say, I'd like to revamp it, and then for sure to start bringing in more people.
You feel like we should, instead of just relying on, oh, like the timing and, oh, I met this person, or do you feel like we should be like outreaching people, like oh, like we want to have this person, so I'm gonna call them, I'll send them an email, or oh, ask this one person if he knows anyone that's a like, for example, you hit up like 5 people in your contacts. Yo, do you know a doctor? We're trying to bring someone on the pod. Like, do you feel like how do you would you want to approach having more people on the like sort of like the strategy behind it, you know?
Yeah, I would probably just say just reach out to people that we think would be a good, I don't know, good guess for our pod. I feel like at the same time we can't just be like, oh, anybody can just come on, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, I mean, I do know a lot of people that would probably just keep a conversation going with us, probably better than sometimes than we have for the people, even just our own close friends and stuff. But at the same time, like that is kind of going into that, veering
Yeah.
into that different direction where we're just bringing on anyone.
Yeah.
Because we've heard from, just a few of our friends that we asked, I think just 2 of them literally, what kind of people they wanted. And they mostly went to businesses, being business owners.
Yeah,
Then.
more growth wise, yeah. So
think-
some of them did enjoy like just the random software engineer thing that we've had, but
Mhm.
yeah. Fuck, man. I wish our like obviously we can post on our story, post fucking videos, but I wish like the gang would have engaged a little bit more. But I'm pretty sure that's our fault.
For sure, man. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
either
so
us not communicating enough with them. Maybe the content we're putting is not really relatable to them anymore.
honestly, I'm surprised some people like because I consistently check just to see what's going on. I'll check the YouTube video. I'll check the podcast on the back end, like how many, listens or whatever. And usually by like 1 week, on average, 27, 28 listeners with YouTube and everything like that. Just on that pod a week. Obviously, people might be behind like 2 or 3. Some people fall off. I know, like, if I'm like me on a podcast, like the ones I like watching, there'll be times I'm on that shit. But sometimes I might fall off, might come back. People are like that.
Yeah.
Some people that I know have watched this, like that's what they've said. They're like, hey, hop on and off. But
Yeah, I feel like
okay.
back then with the reels, I feel like we could see literally the people interacting a lot more because we would just put out more content, right? We're putting out twice a week. You're putting out,
But no one was commenting. We would get fucking the likes would keep going down. Like I feel like I did get discouraged because I was like, I'm doing all this work for fucking nothing.
Well, me too. I mean, I get 3 views on a YouTube video, but I still do it. it's just I think like they say, can't let off the gas, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, like I like that mentality, but it's like there's no strategy behind it. It's just work your ass. That's kind of like saying you work at a factory. Oh, go work your fucking ass out, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we'll be like, okay, like do we have to do something different? Like but yeah, obviously we can just start doing reels and pumping that out. But if we don't have like the proper strategy, are we bringing anything of value that other podcasts maybe provide? Another thing is obviously like shorter form content. Sometimes I feel like the conversations we do have on the podcast are pretty good and can be like a 5-minute video, but that's a completely different thing. That's probably a second YouTube channel. That's its own YouTube fucking descriptions.
Because how long can shorts be?
I don't know about shorts.
I mean, because that's what we were doing, right? Shorts. That's what was getting the most probably for us.
Oh, compared is because that's.
I mean, it was random, right? Instagram sometimes would do good, but shorts seem like to be the most consistent.
Yeah, TikTok sometimes too. I feel like each one gave us a decent amount of thing just for a second, just like a little squeeze. But nah, it's competitive out there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's all like that though. I feel like our YouTube, for a little second too, some of them do really good, and then some just, plateau for a while. So, but I feel like I don't know, maybe we could just do reels on when we have guests on, and obviously the more guests we have, we could probably pump more like new content of people. Because I feel like we could probably get some shorts from when we had Muhammad on. That would probably maybe, get some people's attention. Versus them listening to a whole pod to get to a part where they might relate to it, maybe.
Yeah,
5%.
but think about it this way. Like, if I'm watching a reel about, let's say, a guest, I'm gonna go want to follow the fucking guest. You know what I'm saying? Not the fucking podcast. That's me thinking of like, oh wow, this guy just said some dope shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go check out the person, not the fucking podcast. That's just me thinking though.
Yeah.
Maybe if you want likes, I guess.
I just like it and usually save it to myself. If I see something like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. Do you be sending yourself stuff a lot?
Not really.
To look back on in life later?
I just bookmark shit. You could bookmark shit and just check it on like Instagram or.
I usually
but
send
never
it to myself.
Yeah, never. I used to do that, no, but yeah, I usually just bookmark.
Or I'll send it from one account to another account that I have. But yeah, man. What are your thoughts on this then?
Well, shit, I feel like we've just been doing it passively for, a while, which I don't mind because I got my own shit going on. I feel like when we started this, we never really intended for this to be like the way out of the rat race, Maybe at first when we started, like, holy shit, hope we get this. But I understood from the get-go that, you obviously have a business and are even busier now. So, I don't know.
I mean, did you want to pivot to a YouTube channel?
I feel that's too much time already.
But I have to take another day out of your life, for that. I can make the time for it, but I don't know about you.
A YouTube video, like what? That's another thing. What are we going to be posting about?
What you wanted to like go out to eat, just kind of like more of a vlog kind of vibe. But I mean, I need probably.
I feel like at that time we might as well just start streaming, bro.
Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be fucking awkward.
It's just a matter of
damn.
if you have the time for it. I'll make time, but
streaming. I feel like if you're gonna start streaming, though, you got to do that shit like all the time, every day. But damn, bro.
Because we talked about like taking the people with us. If we go out to do things or just record someone, even having someone record us. I mean, I can hire someone to record us. Like if we just go like on a little, be awkward as shit, like you're saying.
It's fucking awkward. Reading the chat, there's no one in there.
Exactly. I don't expect no one to be. Just like how we started this, we didn't expect anyone, right?
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of us jumping out of our comfort zone. Because if you're expecting something it's like if you apply, most people don't move out of their job because they think if they move to a new job, it's not going to work as planned. They're going to lose out. They're going to lose their house. But you can't always think like that, right? You always we got to be out here positive for the people, right? We're always keep looking forward, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations.
Would a stream be better or just Instagram fucking live? Since our fans are already on there, they could just.
I personally don't think lives at all would be good for us right now.
Because the stream.
Because we don't have enough people.
What would happen with the stream though? It's still same sort of thing though.
That's what I'm saying. Stream live stuff, anything that's live, I don't think would be good for us. That's why I was saying more YouTube.
I feel like before we do that, I feel like we almost have to master the YouTube game. Like look into that shit. Like. I don't know. It's not as easy as it seems because there's so much content being uploaded every day. Everyone wants to be a fucking YouTuber. Everybody wants to be a streamer. Everyone. So we're literally battling so much content out there. We're basically fighting for people's attention if you think about it, like dead ass. Mm-hmm. So it's like what would make us, or I guess what would make someone else want to watch us instead of watching, someone flying on something, shoot at it out of jet, like
a red carpet.
You know what I'm saying? Like what?
You gotta do things that people aren't doing right now. Like when do you see people like Steve will do it, but up in the mountains doing stuff? You don't really see a whole lot of that.
Steve will do it up in the mountains. I don't got money for that shit, blah.
Well, I can figure that out for us. But I'm just saying like stuff like that, right? You don't see people. I mean, there's plenty of ideas, bro. You just gotta sit down and do it. But it's just a matter of whatever we want to do, we can stick to it and do it. Yeah. I'm open to anything, bro. And you know me, I'm always open for a challenge, and I can't say no to nothing. So it's just a matter of me telling somebody something, like someone telling me, I should say, and I'll make whatever it is to make it happen, at least to where I can, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm always going against someone if someone tells me like, I don't think that's gonna work, and I'm like, oh well, let's find out, let's make it work. So if you get an idea, man, let me know. But
I will.
But I think for sure bringing more people on. We've talked about it. We sound like a broken record, but I think we definitely need to have more people on. And I guess I myself gotta quit being so picky with who I want to have on, because I always think about this person. I'm like, well, are they going to judge us or judge the person that we're going to bring on because they might say too much about their industry? Like I thought about having an officer on, but he's not the kind of officer maybe most people might think an officer will be, right? I have another officer that's way more up in the
corporate ladder.
Yep. And then it's like maybe he doesn't want to be out here because he might be.
Like reputation or something.
Exactly. Shit. So it's just like I'm being too picky. I'm always here thinking way ahead, which in your case you might fall in yourself doing the same thing. And we just gotta, do it. But yeah. But and then some people I talked about, because at this point I feel like just bringing people on, like not anyone, but business owners, even if it's the same industry, they have different insights, right? Like just because we've had a barber on or software guy doesn't mean we can't bring another one on. But that's just a matter of because I've talked about, I think, bringing someone else on. We're like, oh, but we already had someone on. So at this point, it's like just get people through, get some insights on people, just more people to talk to.
Would you ever be? Oh, this is the thing though. Like, there's obviously we can have people, like more people on the podcast. But you know how like some podcasts have people that just hop on and it's like a guest. It's not like we're fucking interviewing them. It's not about the fucking person we brought on. It's just we're shooting the shit. We're talking about certain things just like this. Mm-hmm. And they're just there to just be a part of the conversation. It's not necessarily like, like catered to them. Like we're almost fucking interviewing them. Like basically that's kind of what we do when we have a guest. We just don't really, well, at least when I haven't really been, like maybe I'll say a few things, but I'm like, oh, we have a fucking guest. Let me focus basically everything on them or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you think that would be something interesting at all? Like a concept? Like, oh, we'll just have this random person in here just fucking...
Yeah. I mean, that's why I always think about it too. Because the people I want to have on is people that I know personally, that I have that connection with them. So it's like when we had Eric on, I was really comfortable with him, or we can ask him like, oh, dude, what's the biggest rat you've killed? Like, we're just acting funny shit because those are the people I personally know. Like when we had Sean on, like I had a personal connection with Sean. I can ask him like funny stuff. And with Jeff, the people we've had on. So my goal, I think, would be to have people that we have that connection at least with. So, because I think, the more interview kind of stuff, I don't know.
It's good, but
yeah. But I like to ask or bring people on that I'm interested in just talking to them, and not really just someone like, oh, let's all right, let's sit down, let's go through an interview thing, and that's just me personally though. But
yeah, I feel like we're just naturally curious and automatically sort of do that anyway.
Yeah.
But there's been points where I think, I guess maybe he wants to just sort of ask us questions, and I'm like, hey, dog, I'm still curious, man. Like, what are you doing here? But
yeah, we could always pivot back and forth, have people on, from both ways, both kind of things.
That's true.
New people in new industries that we know nothing about, and just basically ask them everything, like kind of interview style.
No, you gotta hold me accountable, because I'm in fucking sales, bro. Like, I can cold call people. I can email people. Like, I know how to make sequences for emails. Like if I really wanted to, I could get a hold. I'm not saying someone specific, but if I reach 10 people, I guarantee you I'm getting one of them.
Well, absolutely. That's how it is in life, man. Anything, right?
You get me? But like, I'm just
we gotta shoot.
Let's maybe that's something we could work on, like a list of potential people that are out there, or maybe I'll just fucking straight up DM a hospital or some shit, be like, yo, send us a doctor real quick. I don't know, because I've always been interested low-key of having a doctor. I feel like that's been one of my biggest sort of people that I've wanted.
And that's the thing, like,
that'd be so sick.
Like, I know of a doctor we can bring on, but it would be really like,
it'd be weird.
Yeah, he's not the character
it doesn't fit the description.
Exactly. Okay. So that's like, there's a lot of stuff that's holding me back. But I mean, yet again, we should just have him on, right? And
the thing is, well, if we film a pod, let's say with a guest, and you're like, bro, that shit was ass, are you capable of being like, yo, dog, we didn't really like that, we're not gonna post that? Or
100%.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's our channel, man. We pick and choose what we want. Yeah. And they're asking, hey, when is it gonna come up? Sorry, dude,
that shit
we lost all the video and audio.
We lost the file.
Maybe next time.
Hey, when can we go record again?
Yeah. No, many podcasts, bro, even big ones. I mean, they've had people on that they didn't upload the videos just for certain reasons, right? So it's, I mean, dude, we're not even a penny in this whole industry of podcasts. Like,
oh fuck no.
Like, it's where we're, second guessing like who we should have on. Like, what if we don't upload that video? It's like, yeah.
Is there someone breaking in, bro?
Yeah, man. Let's go get him. All right, guys. We're gonna end the pod right here. We're gonna go
Someone
take care
is
of business.
breaking in. We're gonna have to stomp someone out, and now we just heard
We're just gonna go tickle someone.
a little ghost. There's a little ghost in here, but
A fantasma.
it's okay. It's okay. But okay, no,
Yeah.
that's a good little podcast. I was just a little curious. I ain't gonna lie. It's just been sort of on my mind. Not necessarily because I'm like uncomfortable or anything. I was just kind of like, it's been a minute, you know.
Where we going with this?
Yeah.
I don't know. Your life is pretty busy as it is, right? Would you have any more spare time for stuff like this? Like if we,
I ain't gonna lie. I probably check with my girl because usually the only free time I have is I usually just I just give it to her basically. So
gotcha.
yeah, and then on Sundays it's like gym. It's fucked up, bro. It's like Sunday comes around, it's like, all right, no more fucking around. Obviously, I wake up, make my breakfast, might have to clean up a little bit, might work on something. Then it's gym time. Usually it's like family time with my mom's. Then you come home and it's like 8, 9 o'clock. Then it's like, oh shit, now it's getting prep, making the breakfasts for the fucking week. Or yeah, man.
You're on a tight schedule, man.
It's kind of fucked up, bro. That's kind of fucked up. But
balls in your court, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just quit the gym or some shit, man.
Yeah, most people do. Hey, man, you gotta do what's best for you, brother, and don't let some things, hold you back in life. Cause, yeah, life's moving, brother.
Yep.
But that's for everyone. That's it for me, bro.
Yeah, that's it for me, guys, as well. We appreciate y'all for joining us on another podcast. It's been 155. We're still doing this shit. I think do you think we've hit the 3-year mark already? Like we're past that? It's March.
For sure.
What the fuck's today? March 12th?
Today,
it has to be around here, bro. Like, so shout out to us. 3 years in this bitch. I'm pretty sure we're literally like.
Yeah, literally pretty close.
Yeah,
right
it has to be around this time. So
3 years, bro.
That's fucking insane, bro.
It's a minute. It's crazy how much stuff has happened in those 3 years. Because I look back and I'm like, dang, 3 years ago is like when I got this shop. Not even.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Even
no, it was a little later.
Yeah, a little later because we're over there.
It's like 2.5 right now, but
yeah.
Yeah, like, and so much has happened since I got this shop. Like the business, yeah, that's a whole different subject. But that's just on my own personal life. But yeah, we've been moving forward and trying to at least, right, little by little. So.
No, 100%.
Yeah, bro.
But 3 years in, bro. Shout out to us. We're still doing this shit. Yeah, just coming. If y'all keep coming back, we'll keep coming back. Type shit. So we appreciate
Even if you don't, we'll keep coming back.
Yeah, maybe just not record.
We're on our own time.
Yeah, exactly. We'll still meet regardless, whether we post it or not. That's I guess if anyone cares. But we appreciate y'all. Do what's best for you.
Always reach out if you guys ever need anything.
That's a fact. That's a fact, dude.
You guys can always DM me personally, Alex, the pod.
Has anyone done that yet?
No, I wish people would though, because I feel like people are scared of.
All I'm gonna say is, if I was, the thing is, I'm gonna sound pretentious, like I'm in a fucking better spot than other people. But I feel like if you're younger, naturally, people like us are gonna be in a maybe not better spot, but at least know more or have gone through different experiences where, you might just want to see or hear a different perspective. You don't even have to take the fucking thing, right? So no, that's a fact. Reach out to this if you guys need anything.
Yes, yeah. All right, brother.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Peace.